All right, everyone. What an honor it is today to be joined by Captain Luis Gil from the Spokane Velocity. Luis, I want to just say thank you because I know it's busy for you right now. I mean, and first things first, actually, we got some breaking news just into the room here a few moments ago. First team, USL. Let's talk about it. How's that feel?
Oh man, it's awesome. I just found out on the way here too. So
Yeah.
I mean it's a blessing, but I've tried to put in a lot of hard work this year. Um but I mean, hey, we still got other business to take care of too, so that's more important.
Yeah, that's like the Kobe meme. The job's not finished,
Job's not finished. There you go.
Job's
Yeah.
not finished, but I mean, we got to talk about what last weekend was like, because first ever home playoff game in Velocity history. You guys had an amazing run last year, trying to kind of duplicate that, maybe even take it a little bit further, of course. But can you talk about what that energy was like last week as you guys were playing in one Spokane and, just playing in front of your home fans?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I mean, that was our objective, was to get a playoff match in front of the fans.
Yeah.
They were so supportive last year throughout our whole run, and we weren't able to kind of, put ourselves in a position to play in front of them. They deserve it so much because they play a big part throughout the season. And then, now that we're able to host matches in front of them, I mean, that's just makes the advantage just so much more better for us. But they bring so much energy, and you can tell. I mean, these games, they get hectic sometimes. It's a roller coaster of emotions. You kind of want to win the game in 90 minutes. Next thing you know, it's overtime, and then we're down 1-0, and then there's like 5 minutes left, and we tie it up, and then penalty. So it's like it's just such a big roller coaster of emotions. But I mean, hey, we came out with the win, so that's the most important.
Absolutely. Well, my favorite part watching the highlights back was just seeing the guys, celebrate with the fans after the PKs. Before we get to that, though, what is it like, once you get to those PK opportunities? Because, of course, this isn't something that happens every single game. What is that feeling like as you realize, hey, we're out there, each guy goes up one on their own, and then the goalie's just in there in the goal, trying to, trying to preserve, trying to make sure you guys bring home the win.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta understand everybody's different. Everybody, kind of has different emotions in those situations and stuff, but everyone gets nervous in those times. It's something that happens. It's football though at the same time. But I feel like we've had so much trust in a lot of players. It's something we've worked on too leading up to it. I mean, I feel like every team's kind of been taking penalties just in case we've been in that situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year, same thing. We were in Madison, and we went to penalties, and we took care of business.
Yeah.
I know this year there's kind of like a whole new group. There's probably like half a different team this year, but leading up to everything, we felt like we can trust each other in situations like that, and everybody will step up. So. I mean, you can't lie though; the nerves kick in and all that. But we all rallied behind each other, and it felt good that we were able to come out with that win.
So now we got to talk about that celebration, what that celebration was like. Again, watching it just from, the highlight perspective, seeing you guys celebrate with the fans. Because again, you guys were on the road all last year during the playoffs. This time around, you get to, be here, wake up in your own bed, and then go out and play in front of all the fans. What was that like when you see, all of you guys celebrating with the fans? And then what was it like as you made your way into the locker room?
Oh, it was such a relief, and you just kind of want to celebrate with everybody.
Yeah.
You sometimes you don't even know where to go. I know a lot of us, we ran to Carlos, he made some big saves for us, and then we ran to the fans, and then we were just kind of going everywhere. Where's my family? Where's this, that? So it's just such a great feeling that we were able to move on. But like I said, it's such a big thing to do it in front of your fans as well. I think it pumps us up much more. And now that we get to do it again in the semifinals, and hopefully if things go our way and we're able to host the final, even better.
Yeah. I asked the coach what it's like, I guess, as you prepare, for a week after an exciting game like that, because there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of, feelings. So can you talk about, I guess, what practice has been like this week as you, again, job's not finished, you're on to the next one, but you also, I guess, want to capture, that feeling and use whatever positives came from that last game going into the next game.
I mean, coach is kind of strict on certain things. He tells us, go celebrate, be happy and stuff, but he kind of brings us back down to earth a little bit on our first days back to training. But I mean, that's where we got to be mature, right?
Yeah.
We took care of business, but now we know there's, one more step ahead of us, and we got a team that's coming in who's pretty young. They're fairly new team, and they've, they're going to come out flying. They're hungry. They're in the same situation that we were in last year, being an expansion team and being able to make the playoffs on the first year. Then now they've made it to the semifinals. So we've kind of, taken that lesson from what we did last year, but now we're a little bit more mature. But I mean, we're preparing ourselves to the best that we can in our game. Obviously, we kind of look at how they play and kind of adapt to the way they play. But I feel like if we just focus on the things that we know how to do, I feel like we can come out with a win for sure.
What's it like playing for the Coach Wiedemann? He's a cool guy. Every time I've had a chance to just talk with him, you're a cool guy too. But what's that like? Playing, because you always hear the term, hey, there's players coaches, there's coaches that maybe don't have that same type of interactions with their players. But what's it like playing for him?
Well, he's got a little bit of everything. Throughout my playing career, I've dealt with so many different personalities. I always try and take, even if, you're not always going to have a great experience with every single coach, but sometimes I use those as learning lessons of like, okay, what can I do to be better? Because not every coach is going to like you. You got to be honest with yourself. And some years you may not be having a great year, and there's a reason why the coach doesn't like you. But for Lee, I mean, he's starting out his head coaching career as well. This is his second year as like a head coach. So he's fairly young with it, but he also sets us up for success. He kind of gives us all the tools that we need. He crosses his, T's and dots his I's on every little thing, whether it's to video stuff, preparation things. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to succeed because he gives us kind of everything. And he lets us know it too, like if we've had a bad game and, whether it's because we were tired or something, okay, well, what were you doing? I made sure you had this and this and this. So it's like, why weren't you prepared enough?
All right, as I listen to you talk and everything, you're the captain, of course. It feels like you got a little bit of a coach in you. I know you got a lot of career left inside of you. Correct me if I'm wrong. 7 goals this year, 3 assists. But you've got that coach instinct in you. What did you ever think about that? I guess a life after playing.
I think about it. Yeah. I mean, I also haven't been thinking about retirement either.
That's right.
I know I've been playing for this is my 16th year now. So I know it's a long time. A lot of players probably don't even make it that long. But I don't see myself slowing down. And I mean, I'm enjoying my football more than probably ever. So, I mean, cool. I'm happy about it. Hopefully my family's happy about it, and I mean, we're just enjoying our time. So, I mean, the coaching stuff, I don't know if I want to think about that.
Don't think about it. I apologize for asking you.
I want to keep playing. So.
Don't think about it. I just know that I could see a future in it for you, and that's coming from a guy that doesn't necessarily know you all that well, but I get that from you, and I guess, a part of that may be, if I can transition a little bit, you're a father, right?
Yeah.
So I guess there's a little bit of coach in every single father, right?
Of
so
course.
Can you talk about what that's like for you, just from the family perspective, being out here in Spokane? I think it's awesome to hear how you said you're enjoying your football career more than any, and I think Spokane fans would be happy to hear that, So can you talk about that though, like what that balance, I guess, of fatherhood, marriage, and then also just being a football player here in Spokane, but balancing all of that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's always a challenge because football, it kind of takes you different cities at different times, right? Especially when you're having a family, you're married, you have kids. And by the way, I got a girl on the way, so yeah, thank you. But it's it's sometimes difficult to juggle because you obviously got to be happy on the field, but sometimes you need to be happy off the field in order to be happy on the field, right? So having the support from my wife is a big thing, and she's always there for me. And now that I have a kid, and he's 2 years old, he's about to be 3 years old. He can be a handful sometimes, but it's a learning lesson though too. And just seeing him, especially after games and stuff, he just puts a smile on my face and kind of forgets about everything. So, but I think it's just a whole collective thing of it. It's just, you got to kind of find that balance of being happy off the field in order to be happy on the field, especially in my case where I'm a little bit older. I'm not like these young guys who could just wake up and be ready to go. It takes a little bit more out of me, but no, I mean, we're super happy here. We're growing a family here, and as you can see on the field, there's success. So there's got to be that happiness off the field in order to have success on the field.
Amen, bro. I already know about that, man. Just again, I've got a toddler too and an 8-month-old, and so it's a real job in its own right. Taking care of young kids, but it's crazy to hear you talk about yourself because I didn't see you in front of me right now, and I was just listening to this like on the radio, you would think maybe you're like 60 or something, you know, because you just see the way you're talking about yourself right now. You're like, you know, but I guess that's the life of athletes, right?
Yeah.
Where, you know, what, you 30, 32?
I'll be 32 in like a week or so on the 14th.
Yeah, bro, you're
so,
young, man. See,
Yeah.
I would say in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of life, you haven't necessarily hit your prime yet.
Yeah.
And you also, I mean, you said you're also, you know, balancing all of the other things, but also you're going to school right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
can you talk about that a little bit? What's that process been like?
Yeah. I mean, it's been fun. I got to be honest, you know, I wasn't a very school type guy, you know, at football. I mean, I started playing professionally. I signed my first contract when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
So I was still in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I kind of gave up school at that time just because I was solely focused on soccer, on football. So I kind of put school to the side. My mom wasn't really happy about that, but I mean, I was able to get my GED when I was, I would say around 25-ish or so. And then when I came to the USL, I had the opportunity to get a full ride scholarship. So I took advantage, you know, I took advantage. I was like, you know what, I gotta, you know, I'm only getting older as well. And I know I've been playing for so many years, but to be able to take advantage of that, I feel like, you know, it's such a positive thing because what am I going to do after soccer? You know, and I know you talk about me being a coach, you know, who knows, but at the same time, I want to have something to fall back on just in case, you know.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That's a blessing, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're inspiring me here right now. I was telling you, I don't know if I'll ever make it back to school myself, but you never say never. You never know what's going to happen in general, you know. But I guess, you know, the next question I got for you is, what do you think of Spokane?
Oh, I love Spokane.
Yeah.
I mean, from the day we got here, you know, me and my family, we like to explore. We like to be out and about, especially having a family here. There's so many family-oriented things, a lot of events that we, you know, go out to, whether it's, you know, downtown, the pig out at the park, type of things like that. We love doing that because, you know, it keeps us together as a family. But also seeing the people of the city, you know, like the fans and stuff like that, connecting with them while you're out and about. The other day I was doing some stuff with my son. We were at this place called Mobius.
Oh, what,
Mobius.
bro? What, you don't have to tell me about Mobius, man. I might catch you out there at Mobius one day. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. And there was a dad with his daughter there, and you know, we were just kind of playing, me and my son, him and his daughter, like in this little sand thing. And he kind of was like looking at me the whole time, you know, and kind of like, is it him? Is it not him? You know, stuff like that. And then he asked me, he's like, is your name Luis, by the way? You know, and so, I mean, we kind of got to talking little, you know, side talk, stuff like that. But to be able to connect with, you know, the people like that and their families as well, you know, it's such a great feeling. And, you know, that's something that, you know, me and my family love. You know, that's why we're growing our family as well, because it's such a community that, you know, they're very welcoming, they're very loving. So to be a part of that is such an amazing thing.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, but shout out to Mobius really quick because you'll catch me down there too.
Oh,
If you see me, my toddler, he'll be running. I'm looking around. I'm like, you know, where is he? Where is he
at now?
And then I got the baby in the stroller, you know. But it's certainly, I love that place. So shout out seriously to Mobius. You guys are doing great work down there. For you though, we talked about that, you know, connection with Spokane. 16-year career, though. So you've been all over the place. You've been all over the place. Again, if I'm wrong, correct me. You had a stop in Orlando?
Yeah. I had a little stop in Orlando.
That's where I'm from. I'm from Orlando. So I know this is a Spokane-based, you know, place. But do you have any memories from when you were in Orlando?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, I try and, like, collect memories from every city that I go in. Like I said, in football, you can be in one city one year and in a different one in a different. But I mean, Orlando was great. It was, you know, just being a part of the city as well, and then the club, the type of players that were there. It was, you know, such an experience being with Kaká as well, one of the best players ever. You know, so it's like
that name. It's like I remember because, you know, when they brought Orlando City to, you know, I mean. It took over the entire city. People had bumper stickers and everything, you know, so that is awesome. And hearing that name brings back memories. And really quick, though, I wanted to see if I can ask you a couple questions because you guys got trading cards now. Trading cards here for the Velocity. So what I want to do, if it's okay with you, I'm going to pull out a couple, or I'll have you pick one from out of there. And I want you to describe, you know, because you're the captain. You know these guys. And so I want you to, you know, pick one without kind of looking. On the spot right now. We'll do like 3 of them. You pick one and let me know what you think about these guys or something that could describe, you know, what they are like in the locker room or just to the team, how important they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't look.
All right. Thank you.
I don't want to look.
All right.
Putting me on the spot here.
Yes, sir.
Sango.
All right, Sango. All right.
Sango's vibes.
Yeah.
Sango's vibes. He's just like he's the guy you want to be with
Yeah.
whenever like on the field. I'll say first on the field he's a hard thing to deal with. Like
Mhm.
opponents going up against him, this dude's he's gonna cook you, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna cook you.
That's what's up.
But off the field in the locker room, this guy's vibes. Like
Yeah.
he just. I don't know. He'll be listening to some music, speakers going on. He's just like over here vibing around, and it's like then it makes me want to move around.
Yeah, that's
so,
what I'm talking about.
He's vibes. He's one of the boys.
All right, so we got good vibes from Sango. All right, so we'll do 2 more really quick. I gotta make sure if you pick yourself, you can tell us something about you too, but we'll see.
All right, let's see. Who we got?
Who's next up?
Derek.
All right, Derek. Derek is a good guy.
So just so you guys know, Derek's our fine master.
Yeah.
He's whenever we have like a list of things that if you don't clean the locker room when it's the day that you clean, like if you don't do things like that, if you're missing like a piece of clothing when you put it on your loop, stuff like that, he's the guy you go to, or he's the guy looking out. So you got to be aware of him, because he's always looking out for ways to find you. And because we use that money, when we collect that money, we use it for like an after like party or whatever it is, for get the guys together and stuff like that. So he's kind of like he's the strict one. You look at him and you're like, all right, you know what? Like I can't mess around him because he's gonna find any little thing to find us. So,
all right, Derek is the fine master.
He's the fine master.
That's what's
Derek's
up. So he's bringing the dad energy to the clubhouse.
All
right, here. Let's do one more, my friend. And these trading cards are my boss's kids.
Okay.
You guys are making an impact here in the community, man. He's probably your number 1 fan. His name is Nashville. He loves you guys. So we'll do one more here really quick. He's got it.
One more.
I think only 2 players haven't signed the card.
There we go.
Let's see.
Reedy. He's got the nickname Speedy Reedy. And just so you guys know, he's a good fisherman. Between him and Colin, they go at it. I think Reedy's the better fisherman. Don't kill me, Colin. But I mean, Speedy Reedy, man. You can never go wrong with him. He's a reliable one right here. But yeah, he's a big fisherman for sure.
All right. Well, maybe one more. Jared, do I have enough time for one more? It's all right. One more because you got me excited now, man. This is fun. All right. So one more. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Let's go. Right here. Javi, he's got the same last name as me. And what I like is that we're both Madrid fans, too.
Yes.
And so he takes a lot of stick for it from a lot of the other guys because they got a lot of Barcelona fans and a lot of Madrid haters. But I try and have his back a lot of the times because we get a lot of slack for being Madrid fans.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I love that. And so maybe we'll make this a recurring segment. We might have to get you back here, all right? We got to get to the rest of the players. But, for a couple of quick questions before we get you out of here, I want to ask, what were those first memories for you like when you fell in love with this game?
So,
or who made you fall in love with this game?
My dad. Yeah. My dad. He was a big soccer fan. He got my brother into it. I have an older brother. He played soccer. My brother was actually supposed to be like the one to make it. But he kind of got caught up in like high school stuff and things like that. But I would say I started playing when I was around 3 years old, like in indoor soccer. But to be honest, I wasn't really like a fan of it.
Yeah.
My dad, he kind of like forced me to play because I guess that's what he wanted me to play.
Yeah.
But I think he told me, he was like, the first day, he's like, it took you a while to score a goal. He's like, it took you quite a while to score your first goal. But he's like, when you first did, it all changed from there. And it was just like, okay, you love the sport and everything was about the sport. I'd be walking around the house with a soccer ball at my feet and, hitting it off the wall while my mom's yelling at me, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say that was when it was like, okay, soccer's for me.
3 years old, that's young.
3
So
years old.
your son, he's almost right there.
He's getting there, he's starting to kick the ball here and there, which is like, kind of puts a smile on my face. But I mean, we're not pushing him to, forcing him to do anything. But he enjoys it. He loves throwing a ball too. I'm like, sometimes I think he wants to be a baseball player, which I wouldn't mind either. I mean, they get paid a lot of money.
You gotta let them choose though, because we did soccer tots in the spring.
Yeah.
And I think I got more of a workout than than he did, And so I was all the other parents, and this was at our local park. So we go to this park every single day.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why are you restricting me to this one area?" So I'm chasing him around. We go up to the basketball courts, and I'm like, "Sorry, coach," But next question I got for you is, what is your favorite go-to spot here in Spokane?
My favorite go-to, we talking like restaurants?
Food, or even just I don't know, relax, whatever,
I don't know. That's tough because me and the fam, we like to go to different, like little different things. I mean, if we're going to like fine dining or something,
Yeah.
we're going to like Clinker Dagger type
Clinker Dagger,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Good view.
I mean, we're in Kendall Yards quite a bit,
Mhm.
trying different restaurants. We love trying different, different types of foods. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't say an actual go-to spot, because we're
Yeah.
constantly looking for
sure.
different things to do, different things to eat, and
Yep.
and stuff like that. I don't think we like to really stick to one thing.
Yeah.
It's more of like, all right, let's see what Spokane has to offer all around.
No
So,
doubt.
yeah.
All right. Song of choice before you head out on the pitch.
Song of choice.
Or is it just silence? As the captain, do you just have to get in a good mindset to
I don't
speak
know.
to the boys?
That's tough, because right as we in our locker room, like the day of the game, we have music blaring,
Mhm.
and a lot of times it's different guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Marky, he's really good on the tunes.
Yeah.
Anwar's thrown in here and there. I mean, guys just have different vibes, so it's like sometimes you don't really know what's coming, and it's kind of like, oh, I remember that song,
Yeah.
and you just start vibing
No
to it,
doubt.
even though it's not really a vibe song.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're like, it brings back memories and stuff. But
Mini Ripperton slow tunes. Have you ever heard
Yeah.
that? The, la 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 la. I'm messing with you, bro.
I mean,
Anything
honestly,
can get the right vibe.
honestly, me,
Yeah.
if we're walking out, it's got to be something like a little bit of Drake, a little bit of Future,
Okay,
something
gotcha.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Go
Yeah.
classic, and get the mindset right, But
Yeah.
we're running out of time, Captain. I appreciate you, Captain
No
Luis
problem.
Gil from the Spokane Velocity, number 10 on the field, number 1 in your hearts. Is that? Can we start using that? Is that
Well,
right?
yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Let's do it.
I
The
like that
captain.
one.
He's the captain for a reason, folks. Man, Luis, I'm so thankful we got a chance to chop it up. Best of luck out there on the pitch
Thank
this
you.
weekend. You get another chance to play in front of the home fans. So thank you again, and first team.
Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, thank
My
you,
man. Thank
You're gonna
you
be
so
out
much.
there, right? You're gonna be at the game.
I think you've just challenged me. I may have to. I think I may have to go out there. I told you the parenthood in life, and but if it's this weather is supposed to be good this week, so I might be able to make it out there.
Cool.
Man. All right. Thank
Sounds
you
good,
so
man.
much. We
Good.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
For sure.
God bless the Velocity. Thank you, my friend.